talk about the latest threat to your computers. Good to see you, Dan.
Thank you.
What is this Cryptolocker virus thing?
Yeah, so this one is particularly nasty. So viruses in the past, typically what they do is they just kind of wreak some havoc and then they go away, right? Well, so what this new virus is called is a ransomware virus. And what we mean by that is basically this virus takes over your computer, finds all the files that we would all consider important, like Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, pictures, movies, things like that, and then it encrypts them, which what that means is you can't access these files anymore. Man. And then it puts this little thing up on your screen saying, if you would like your files back, you can pay me $300. Great, right? And there's no way to get your files back, literally, without paying these people. So we've seen similar attacks in the past, not nearly as well thought out as this one. They use a payment form called Bitcoin, another one called MoneyPack. These are all what is called internet currency. There's literally no way to track this stuff. It's very hard to find anybody to, basically track these people down using the money. And it's one of those transactions where it's like cash. Once I give you a $20 bill and you leave, I can't get it back, right? Unless you decide to give it back to me. So particularly nasty. There are ways to get around it, though. So here's the thing, is it uses traditional virus spreading through email. So it either comes through a virus that looks like it's from UPS or FedEx. It says, hey, your package is on its way. Click this file or open this zip file to see stuff. Yeah, I mean, so it's all the typical stuff. Now, there are some new variants, though, that look like it's somebody from your company. So it may say, hey, I need you to fill out this form. Click on the link attached. So it's that same classic, don't open attachments from emails, especially if it just looks weird. The one good thing about the virus is the emails are kind of funny worded, typical, broken English kind of thing. They're not as broken as some of the ones we've seen in the past, but if you read it, you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound quite right. If you have any questions, call the person that you think sent you the email and just double check.
All right, what happens if you actually get infected? What should you do?
So there's a couple of things. First off, we need to remove the virus, but before you do that, you need to ask yourself, do I want these files back or do I not want these files back? If you want the files back, you got to pay the $300.
What?
I know, it's ridiculous. If you don't care about the files, or if you have backups, which hopefully you do, you can just go through, clean the computer, get rid of the virus altogether, and you're fine. Just restore your files from backup.
If you pay the money, do they then have your account number?
Well, so that's a great question. Your account should be safe because you're having to purchase these Bitcoins and then you give them the Bitcoins. So on that front, you're safe. However, there's no guarantee that in the future these guys won't walk away from this whole thing and then you're just paying and your money just goes nowhere. So we really have no idea. So I personally would not recommend paying unless it's just files that you just absolutely can't live without. But hopefully, files you absolutely can't live without, you have a backup of.
All right. Good stuff, Dan. You going to be around for Fox?
I am.
All right. Well, when we come back, Mike's going to have another look at the forecast, plus some of the day's top national stories, including